ransom notes.
Why are we all here?
To learn.
To learn. I got an answer.
Woohoo!
And I'm going to proceed and tell you what the correct answer is. To learn. You're right. Kiran, good speech. I was inspired, and I'll get to that at the end. When you started, you asked the audience a question. And then there was an uncomfortable silence. You didn't immediately follow through and answer the question or look at somebody to ask for an answer. Later on in your speech, you did much better. You asked a question and then immediately proceeded to say, I'm going to tell you a story, which is the answer. So the flow and process of the speech, when you started, was not good. However, you corrected that and moved on. I have some issues with your language and your use of the language. Now, I come from a world where I learned one language, and that's all. I attempted at one time to learn several more, but with not much success. So I applaud and admire you for speaking in a second language. But you're here to learn, and you're here to learn proper grammar. I suggest you listen to people speak on television, giving speeches. Not Paris Hilton doing something in the pasture or the farmland or whatever that show is. Learn how to speak by listening to people speak. That way the articles, thes, and ands get placed properly. Also use of words. He talked about kids here a lot. The mind of a child. And he used the word child, which is the proper word. But when you're talking about kids, are you talking about goats? Don't know. Learn to use the words properly. I'm saying all of this because you're an experienced speaker. You did a good speech. And you phrase things, for the most part, properly. But it's those other things now that are starting to jump out. When you're speaking well, it sounds good. When you're not speaking well, it kind of jumps out at us. We can be more forgiving when you're not, when somebody who's just starting. But somebody who's as experienced as you are, we don't forgive at all. We get down to the nitty-gritty and say, fix it or else. Inspiring speech. Everything that happens is good. I firmly believe that. But apparently I'm the only one here that does. I kind of raise my hand up. Oh, no. And in conclusion, I don't know how you talk to elephants, but you suggested we try. Good speech. Thank you.